Thanks so much for joining us for NewsNation Now. I'm Adrienne Bankert. So many in Southern California, they're coming to grips with the reality that their homes are gone, their neighborhoods are gone. The death toll rising to at least 16 today. Crews searching through the ruins as the fires rage another day, though there has been a lot of progress. A number of fires are finally fully contained with help from multiple states, Mexico and Canada sending crews to work alongside CAL FIRE. Right now, the Palisades fire covers nearly 24,000 acres. That's much larger than Manhattan, and in fact, it's the size of the entire county of New York, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. That fire is currently 11% contained. 5 people were killed in that Palisades fire alone. The Eaton fire, which devastated areas like Altadena and also struck Pasadena, stands at 14,000 acres and is at 27% containment. There were 11 deaths in that fire. A live look at Los Angeles County. Smoke is rising. Obviously, this has been a concern for those who have any kind of lung impairments. The air is thick with ash. 150,000 people evacuated. They're now staying with friends or family or in hotels or their cars. But they're also burdened by the costs and the unknown timetable for the rebuild. While the total economic toll, according to AccuWeather, could amount to $150 billion, that adds it to the top 10 of the most costly natural disasters in U.S. history. This afternoon, President Biden set to meet virtually with federal officials for a briefing on efforts to stop the fires, among them the administrator of FEMA, Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas, and the chief of the U.S. Forest Service. Governor Gavin Newsom today signing an executive order to streamline the rebuild process for homes and businesses, saying, quote, "The executive order I signed today will help cut permitting delays, getting those permits, an important first step in allowing our communities to recover faster and stronger," end quote. News Nation's Nancy Liu live in Los Angeles. Nancy, I texted a friend asking them, how were they affected by the fires? And they said today feels like a better day. Sounds like crews were able to take advantage of some of the winds dying down. But by the way, I'm looking at you now, it seems as though there's a little gust of wind picking back up.
They're picking back up, but you see, we've got bluer skies, but these winds, they're picking back up, and that is bad news because yesterday was a great day for firefighting. They were telling me that, the calm winds allowed for a really aggressive air attack. We saw a lot of fixed-wing aircraft. Today, we're seeing some helicopter drops on some of the hot spots. In fact, there's a helicopter off in the distance now. It just made a water drop because there are some hot spots over the ridge there, and they're trying to snuff those out before they become a major issue because of these winds that have kicked back up. And we're now hearing that these winds are going to be with us through Wednesday with gusts of perhaps up to 60 miles an hour. But there you see that helicopter with a ball of water just ready to drop onto a hot spot, which is on the other side of that ridge, because at the foot of that ridge in Mandeville Canyon are homes. And this is just part of the fight to help protect homes in Brentwood. And even though there are areas that are already burned, there are still threats because of this dry foliage all over the place. Closer to the ground here, Adrienne, I want to show you these hand crews that have been hard at work for hours. And I want to give a shout out to Huntington Beach, Orange City, Newport Beach. We've got crews down there from Portland, Oregon as well. And then over in the neighborhoods, there are crews from Utah and Washington. They are at the ready to protect homes should anything major break out. But just a very active scene here in Mandeville Canyon to protect homes. I want to talk a bit about the fire retardant that was able to be put down yesterday. I got an exclusive interview with one of the DC-10 pilots. They were able to put down about 200,000 gallons of retardant yesterday.
Thanks so much for watching. Go to joinnn.com to find News Nation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of News Nation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.